Another Chicago school student has been killed. A gunman walked up to 16-year-old John L. Ford last night on the city's south side and shot him in the head. That teen's death may be gang-related. He is the 18th Chicago public school student to be shot and killed this school year.
And all across our city, we're actually coming off of a year where the number of people killed was up. And police believe that one of the reasons for this is an increase in violence among gangs. Chicago Police Superintendent Jody Weiss says the city's gang structure is changing, and it's become more challenging to fight it. The police superintendent believes that the uptick in gang violence may, oddly enough, be the result of success in dismantling larger street gangs.
Where you might have a larger territory controlled by one gang, now that same territory may have multiple smaller cells, all very violent, but they're competing and fighting even amongst themselves or with their rival gangs.
And they're tougher to stop. The city has turned to using a mobile strike force of specially trained officers to hit the gangs, concentrating in 4 districts on Chicago's west side. Now, in those districts, murders appear to have dropped from 19 in January of 2008 to 2 last month.
Through aggressive policing, all based on intelligence, they've had very, very good success in those 4 districts.
The superintendent does have a full plate. Just this week, charges were dropped against 2 special operations officers who were accused of robbery and home invasion.
There's nothing that will prohibit them from coming back on the force. However, there is an internal investigation that has to run its course, and when that course, when that case runs its course, then we'll make a decision as to any type of issues that might be facing the officers.
Then there was the recent embarrassing case of a 14-year-old who showed up at a police station impersonating a police officer and actually went out on patrol.
Some folks will be punished because they did make mistakes that could have been very tragic.
1 year into his job, Weiss is bothered by what he hasn't accomplished.
I've been very frustrated with the bureaucracy we've had to work in. I wanted to get new vehicles for them right away. I wanted to enhance their training. I was hoping to have a lot more things done early on, but I know one of the things you have to focus on is being patient.
Well, despite his frustration, the superintendent calls it a privilege to serve the city and the men and women in the department.